Hey, I really like you, Ray. What shall we do today? Tell me more, cause I don't know what to say. Yeah, I know to be other decks to play, but only want you, that's true. Cause I really wanna play a Master Duel with you. Hello, we have returned. This is slightly updated. Slightly updated, gang. 3 max C, max cope. Double Ash, it's probably be a 3, but I don't know what to take out. 3 Ray, 1 Rose O'Donnell, 1 Magamut, 1 Druid Swarm, 3 Rebellion. I have taken out the Saronir. I know the other ratio I could do is probably better, is that 3 Rebellion, 2 Rebellion, and then 1 Saronir instead, which honestly I might do that right now. Because you want the DD Crow effect, that's basically the entire point of the, Vistios overall. So 3 Upstart, 1 Rhoda, double Ungag, double Afterburns, double Cyclone. Sorry, why did I say Cyclone? Well, I do play double Cosmic Cyclone, but 1 multi-roll, double Lightning Storm, double Call by 1 Horny Drones, 3 Widow Anchor, 1 Shark Cannon, 3 Linkage, 3 Upstart. Fairly standard extra deck. Some changes I think I will probably do is that since we're going second, that Call by is essentially a dead card in your hand if you draw it going second for the most part against an established board. In this format, with a bunch of negates, it's just so annoying, you know? Because when you go second, you don't get value out of this. You go first. Striker's not really built for going first, so you stop their hand trap if you're going first. But going second, the call by sure helps if they just blind max you, but if they have like more than 1 negate, they're probably gonna negate the call by, and then now you gotta play around max you anyway. So I don't know, I might take that out, put in something else like another handy, maybe another Ash, or probably what I'll do is take these 2 out right here and add in something like Ghost Ogre, even Ghost Ogre or something like that. We'll see. Labrynth is kind of a thing now. It's okay, right? We got what, the handies, so we got Ghost Spell's an option, absolutely. We can play the 3rd Ash, or we can play Veiler. Veiler's kind of this format either, so we'll see. Because the biggest matchup that sucks against Striker, obviously, in my opinion, is just Runick. Runick is just so annoying because they don't activate anything, and then since you're kind of also a reactive deck, they can just slowly but surely just sit on floodgates and just banish you over and over. Because when you play against like a good Runick player, most of the time you just activate Fountain, and then they just set 2 just in case, so they can activate the spell, so they can summon Huggies, and then Huggies protect it, and then infinitely loop it, essentially. That's how you play Runick, if you're good. So you only out really a Cyclone, or you can somehow force them to summon the Huggies, and then you just try to negate the Huggies and then Lightning Storm them, something like that. But toughest matchup in my opinion is probably Runick, because it's just so annoying. I hate that deck, it's so dumb much. Ugh. Anyways, on to some gameplay. Hello everybody, we have finally returned. I know it's been a long time, it's because I've been trying to do more or less 1 rank every day. And currently right now I believe I'm in Plat 2, so almost a diamond. I know they added new ranks, which honestly I completely forgot. But yes, I feel like I have decent enough gameplay to at least talk about and maybe give you some tips on improving your Skystriker gameplay, of course. And then, please leave a like, comment, all that fun stuff, like blah blah blah. I still have some stickers. I'm actually running out, but I will order them as soon as possible, of course. Don't worry, I'm going through all your replays. So we got Ray. Remember, no Ray, no play. That's always I'm not a rapper. 1 Upstart, 1 Called by, 1 Linkage, 1 Imperm. At the time of this recording, I believe the Labrynth pack just got released, so right there. So we did not. Let's see, we have the skill to draw the Lightning Storm. We do not. We draw Linkage. Hey, remember, if you have Linkage, I would say always threaten game no matter what, because if it goes through, you win the game. If not, you probably bait some stuff out, and then you go 1 for 1 advantage with Ray. Remember, because Ray can float to dodge some targeting. But they decided to chain different dimension ground. Very underrated card. I used to side that in real life Yu-Gi-Oh! We don't know what it does. This turn, any monster sent to the graveyard is banished instead. That means your hand traps and everything stuff like that is turned off. It's kind of like, I guess, D-Shifter, but in trap form, right? And you don't have to have a any cards in your graveyard, so they already chain different dimension ground. Now is the appropriate time to probably chain Ray. I'm surprised they even have a usage range for that. That guy probably accounts for all of it. But chain Ray. He's gonna go to grave. They also chain Terrors of the Underroot, targeting Ray. Remember that if target one card your opponent controls the one and send its field to graveyard, set the other one. So they're gonna set this, and then we basically shut off everything, which is also very, very annoying. So I decided to chain Linkage. The only reason why you would ever do this is because, remember, Linkage, it has to be sent whatever sending to grave in order for it to resolve, and that's part of the effect, not necessarily the cost, if you will. The cost or whatever is that you must control no monster in main monster zone, so keep that in mind, especially if you play real life GPO. Obviously on here doesn't matter. So we chain Linkage. Why? Because we have another Linkage, so we can send the Blu-ray to grave with the, or you know, send it off field with the first Linkage, and since we have another Linkage, it resolves backwards. We can send the Linkage we just activated, so resolve, we have a Ray on field. So I know also you probably, there's no reason to really go into Blu-ray from the normal Ray, but it's like, you know what, maybe I'll just pass turn, Searcher, and Gog, and then go from there, right? We got one card out of the way, and we're about to get two, so that's fine. So as we see, that gets banished. Remember, it doesn't resolve. We send the Linkage, that's gonna resolve. I go into Red Ray because why not? We don't have starter card. Maybe we'll just try to bait some more things out. I'm gonna chain Compulsory. Fine. Remember, the effect still resolves. We have Linkage in hand. Ray's gonna come out though. Just enter battle, attack. This pass turn. Set the imperm. I know they updated the animation so you can't like forget, but if you forget, then that's on you and you're really good at the game. They're gonna activate Big Welcome Labrynth. That's what you ash. Usually you ash that or the other one. I'm gonna set one more. So now we can threaten game, but they chain another different dimension ground. Feels bad. They just bricked hardcore. So going to Blu-ray, just call it a day. Right? Attack. We can't threaten game anyways because it has to have a Rose or a light monster somehow in the graveyard, right? Remember, it requires light and dark. So Zeke technically is a dark. You don't necessarily have to have Ray, but you do need Rose. Upstart, we're not gonna kill them. Probably not. Gonna chain Ice Dragon Prison and Torrential. Don't activate the Linkage. You activate Linkage, that's gonna send back. Remember, resolves backwards, gets popped in, it doesn't matter. Plus, they're down to basically no cards. Right? It literally doesn't matter. We search for Rosie O'Donnell. We can draw a card, we draw Lightning Storm. Would have been nice to have that turn one, but whatever. Also, this is new. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but they also calculate the math for you. And you know me, being Asian, I can already do quick math, but it's nice to have that already. So this obviously means it's a rage quit, so we'll move on to the next one. Hey, we return. You might see a nerve rave happening in the background because currently it's like, it says 60 degrees, but it's not 60 degrees. It feels like 80 right now. Vitelli, so we're playing against NOH Punk, whatever. We have no interaction, so we're just gonna pass forward. They're gonna combo off. It's very annoying. However, if you go second and they somehow end with Psychic End Punisher, you're going to punish them. You'll see why. So they're going to pop off. Also, the green thing is also another Ash target if I had the skill to open Ash, but I didn't. So you have to play in it. Sometimes I know they have Gamma or like the out, right? We have to play it. So Psychic End Punisher, 2 set, whatever it may be. Right? Draw off a turn, we draw Ray. Oh, Ray. Upstart, we'll see. I'm gonna Ash that, which is hilarious. That says a lot of things about maybe their skill level, who knows? I'm not judging. So now we can essentially pop off for free depending on what their back row is. And then go Ogre Dancing. It basically doubles the attack, I think. Or gain attack equals the monster's original attack, whatever. So, search. Why are you searching for this, Kevin? I'm hoping maybe we can send at least 3 spells in grave somehow, right? Pop maybe one of these cards in like a back row, depending if they activate it or the field spell, which is also very annoying. Right, there's an airplane in the background. Hello, airplane. We're going to chain Druid Swarm and Ray. We're going to go Ray into green Ray and enter battle phase. You will see why. They're going to activate their trap to negate. That's fine. Second end Punisher. Remember, bop that. Unfortunately, that's probably a big misplay, but whatever. We're going to clear the board anyways, doesn't matter. Attack that. Why? It's just now, hey, our life points are lower than theirs. So Psychic and Punisher, you're going to get punished. You'll see why. We go into Zeke. Zeke and Druid Swarm both work together. Banish that one. Why are you banish this one? Because this one gets tributed. You can send 2 more. We don't have a real way to negate that really. This one, for the most part, kind of does it nothing, right? They can add a punk monster. Plus, it doesn't really matter, right? Ooh, nerd grave time. But I get sent to grave. What it is. Blinking light thing. So green, red ray, add back and Gog. Activate that, right, to destroy it. Now we have 3 spells in grave. We can, or almost 3 spells. We'll try to set up multi-roll, but I have a feeling I'm gonna get destroyed or they're gonna top deck something. But you know what? Screw it. YOLO. Widow Anchor, Shizuku Shuffle, etc., etc. Right, you're probably wondering, what, Kevin, why don't you set this one? Because if I set more than 3, I'm just asking for it. They're gonna top deck the Harpy's Feather Duster or something, and then boom, all gone. They're gonna banish special summon that. We're gonna immediately chain it, steal it. Unfortunately, they do have to E-Telly, but we did get rid of their biggest problem, which is probably Psychic and Punish. So what else could they really do? You know what I mean? They top deck the Regeki, that's pretty good. Ray comes out. Right, they're gonna pop off again, do their thing, yada yada yada. 600. This is why Linkage again, very very good card. So you can stop an attack and also do some double Ngag shenanigans, as we can see. The multi-row is going to reset the Ngag. We're going to Linkage away our yellow ray. Blue ray is going to search the Ngag that we have in our deck. So we're going to triple Ngag our turn. Essentially drawing like 6 cards. Crazy. Got max cope. Doesn't do anything. Search for Widow Anchor. For Cyclone banishing that stuff. Why not? So we have slightly less life points than them. Got Udo Mas, Rosie O'Donnell, sure. At this point, it's probably Gam, right? Because it can do quick mass, right? Or a 2K. We just steal both of the things. It's probably more than enough. Ray. Down to another max cope. So double steal, because remember it's quick play. You can activate both of them at the same time. We chain upon chain. There you go. So 49, 76, more than enough, but I need to get my daily summon thing done. So there you go. That's how you play against Punk for the most part. Especially you got to deal with Psychic and Punisher. I know it's very counterintuitive, but you got to somehow like just pop yourself. And so you have slightly less life points than the opponent, and then you can probably out it very easily, like we just did right there. Because remember, usually Psychic and Punisher is like very, very annoying to play around, but that's how you do it, I guess. Yeah. Move on to the next one. So this next one is basically the epitome of, I feel, the Sky Striker, especially this format, and now you mess up once, you basically lose and die. You'll see why. So they're gonna swap procs and roll into it, and we've seen it. Spright Jet, and we're playing against Spright. Spright. Pure Spright, Runick Spright, who knows? Spright. 7 up. They do Carrot. I think afterwards I looked it up. They're not playing the Runick variant, which is, I guess, slightly... I mean, we would have been fine, I think, maybe with the Cyclone. They probably would have negated it, but still. Right, they're gonna pass turn. They're playing the Melfi. Melfi's gonna spin. We draw Call by. Why not? Activate Cyclone. They're gonna chain Spright Elf. Summon Spright to Brew. Now, you have a decision to make. Oh, I spoiled it, but you have a decision to make, right? Either you can Mega Mutt, or you can Call by. If you do Call by, that probably is very, very like no bueno, because if they have Maxi, we don't have a way to negate the maxi, but I'm a risky boy, right? Because I have a feeling they don't have the skill to have it. But mostly because also I'm trying to bait out the Spright carrot first, right? Because if a carrot negates this, then that means to me, okay, then either they really want this to resolve and I guess search, you know, Spright, Jet, or whatever in their hand. That's fine, right? Doesn't matter. That also means by then we'll probably somehow have 3 spells engraved, either through Linkage or Afterburners. Probably activating Afterburners, right? To pop the one that wasn't using its negate. So for this instance, if Carrot negated the Call by the Grave, then we can activate the Afterburners to pop or try to pop Spright Red, right? Or at least we attack Spright Elf first with Ray and then destroy the Spright Red with Afterburners or something like that, right? So that's why. And also, it's nice to have a backup plan just in case too for Magamut, because then they have to honor the Magamut or they let it go, and then we have a big body to just bop the Spright Red anyways, which basically means we don't have to use Afterburners on it. If whatever I just said makes sense, which you'll see. So Chainlink 3, they decided negate the call by, which means they really want to search and follow up. We're going to chain Magamut. They're going to chain starter, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Right? So they're going to have Spright Blue anyways. However, they didn't negate the Cyclone, so we kind of made a good choice. It was Spright Smashers, that's pretty good. Caddy is going to do some stuff. Right? Blue is going to search probably Spright Jet or something stupid like that. We know how it goes. Here you go, Jet. So now they have essentially no interaction. They're going to chain Penny, sure. I don't know why they didn't synchro summon into that, but I'm assuming it's because I don't know. I guess they're dumb. Let me know in the chat comments down below if why they did not summon. Because I'm assuming they're probably that maybe they're just not playing the synchro. They're just playing it for the, I guess, you know, return and stuff like that, right? I don't know. I was very shocked, so I might as well just bop it, right? It doesn't matter. But since we got rid of the carrot or red. Now here's another choice we could do as well, which is sending Rosie O'Donnell to, I guess, be able to destroy the Spright Blue, but then we're gonna have kind of a weird dilemma where we have to send Zeke or summon Zeke, right? Send Magamut to graveyard in order to clear our field and all that stuff. But you know what? I want to be a greedy Gary, right? This is useless. This is useless at the moment. We know one of it's the Beast Cat thing, the Melfi. The other one's Jet mystery card, which probably is Ash. I don't know. If it's Ash, so be it. That means they can't Ash our Blu-ray, and then they're down to 2 cards. And they probably can't OTK us unless they open very well. But they have to honor it because the risk versus reward is way greater. But it is Ash, feels bad. Right, but now we know exactly what's in their hand. The Melfi and the Jet. Jet can probably search starter. So what? And we set Linkage, we search for Druid Swarm. Druid Swarm is going to threaten some things like that as well. I decided to search Shark Cannon. Why? Because I see they have a Ronin Tonin in graveyard, and like at least hopefully we can prevent them from getting additional bodies on board. So yeah. As for the most part, Spright isn't really, I think, a super duper like kill you kind of deck, at least for the moment, right? So Cyclone with chain. At least until like Spright, I believe, gets released. So we send Blue Ray to grave. Red Ray is going to add, and Gag obviously. Gag's going to add back to our hand, so we have a Gag, Druid Swarm. They know what's in our hand. We know what's in their hand, because they opened a Cyclone. So Spright starter. They have every opportunity to try to kill us right now. Gigantic Spright. Yep. Gigantic Sprite's going to summon Swap Frog. Link off into Elf. Elf's going to summon some shenanigans. However, they're stuck with level or rank or whatever too. That means no Ray for us. We're going to go into Omamba blah blah blah. That's a decision. Absolutely. I don't know why they did that, to be honest, because if they had Carrot and Red, That means they could probably negate our Ngog, negate our Ngog, right? So that's gonna tribute whatever, and then they can probably tribute the other one with the, you know, monster effect if we activate it, right? Maybe they forgot that we can't summon Ray. Attack. Ah! Ah! So you gotta punish your opponent's mistake. So here's another decision, Kevin. Why did you not just imperm immediately? Remember, it's a quick effect. Sure, I could have had it on the standby phase and then just do that, so we don't have to deal with it. But I kind of misclicked, right? I didn't click it on because I wasn't really like thinking super hardcore, and also we might want to save this just in case. Because if they summon like Carrot or Red, we just do that anyways, and then the problem solved regardless. I don't need to change Spright Elf to summon Spright Carrot, sure. Guy got Ray. Ray adds Rhoda. We're gonna do some shenanigans with the Bestials. That's why they're so good. So now we bop their Carrot. We didn't even get value out of it. Ray's gonna bop that loop first. Why? Why? Because remember, we can also go into Green Ray, send Rosie O'Donnell. Remember, Rosie O'Donnell's effect is that if something in the extra monster zone leaves the field, you can summon it for free, as you'll see. Yeah, destroy battle, leaves the field, whatever, doesn't matter. It disappears. And then also I don't even bother summoning it. There's no reason to, you know? No real reason to. We just go into Zeke. Zeke banishes for return. Or Druid Swarm. Druid Swarm's a better option. So Red Ray, add back Gog. And then basically go from there. So we didn't even need to waste the Imperm. Here you go. It's all about, like, I know this sounds very like complicated or whatever, but when you get to how long I've been playing Striker, guys, everything's just feel. Like, I know that's the right choice, the right play, right? Imperm on the Spright Elf on standby once I draw it, but for some reason my instinct was like, I don't need to do that. I just had a feeling like I don't need to do that, and then it all worked out in the end. We can save this for whatever, exactly like this. The Red Ray has a Zeke, the thing had a Zeke effect, so Red Ray comes back. So if I didn't have Imperm, if they summon something stupid, we have no way to negate it. But it doesn't matter, because at this point, we have so many ways and lines of play that it's irrelevant. So I hope whatever I tell you, or my thought process of playing Striker, it just takes time. If you want to get good at Yu-Gi-Oh, honestly, just play Striker, because you make mistakes and hopefully you learn from them, and then you can apply it to other decks. So we just access code boop them. If you're wondering why did you send the Widow Anchor to Grave, one, because I guess I wanted to just show them, and then two, I kind of wanted to go Red Ray with Unicorn exactly for 45, but oh well, I can't do math. But it's game regardless. So anyways, we'll go into your replay of today.
Hey, we returned in this early edition, mostly because it's like 96 degrees, and right now it's only like 80. So if you're wondering why there's been like a slow upload of videos, it's because there's a heat wave right now in America land. Anyways, this replay is courtesy of Deplorable. Plural, shout out Pepe. Deplorable memes. Anyways, any comments? Comments from Deplorable. How to beat Secret Village with the spellcast. Okay. Honestly, how to beat Village to the spellcasters. One of your other outs is that you have to play like Nightmare Phoenix, and now I guess it's a lot easier when Azalea exists as well. So I'm assuming at the time, not so much, right? And also, yeah, basically just Nightmare Phoenix would be your out for Secret Village. But at the same time, I mean, you can kind of play around it with Green Ray, but it's also very, very difficult. So I don't blame you if you just lose, because then you can't basically activate any spell cards, and your entire deck is probably all spelled, right? So anyways, Veiler, Backcrone, Widow Anchor, Forbidden Anklet, and Incog. Play that. Tank Magician, yeah, all the usual stuff. Then 2, draw a bunch of billion cards, right? We're gonna Veiler that. That is an option, but I mean, I think we were going to Veiler. That's probably what I could have done earlier, because now it doesn't negate the effect. This effect doesn't Illusion of Chaos. Doesn't matter. This is one of the other Veiled targets you can use as well. Servant, pass. That's two. One of them is probably a Skull Servant. Another one, right? Yeah. We see two damage. Yep. Going phase. Skull Servant. Battle. Go for Green Ray. Let's see what you send. Goes O'Donnell. That's an option as well. Go for Linkage play. Red Ray. Personally, I think I would have just done Yellow Ray, or even ended with Blue Ray, because there's no real reason for you to add back Linkage, right? Usually you want to save the Red Ray for your Ngag. And also, remember columns, right? Or extra monster zones. I remember it doesn't matter, right? I guess now, but back then, maybe it's just force of habit, but I always summon the Red Ray on the right side, right? Because remember the arrow is pointing like this way, I guess if you see me on camera. This way, so that means if you, for example, you're playing against pendulums to get an extra pendulum zone. Because most of the time when you link twos, like Electrum or whatever, it's in like, you know, bottom right, bottom left, or whatever. So it will go in that. So if you summon Red Ray over here, it'll be pointing to this one, they don't get an extra one. So maybe it doesn't matter, but sometimes it might come up, who knows. Yeah, add by Linkage. Just for me personally, I never find it necessary to like activate Linkage, go into Red Ray, unless you know for sure you have Gam. So, and also setting Droplet over Widow Anchor, I think, I won't say it's the wrong decision, but it's a different decision, right? Because remember, Danklet requires you to discard for cost or send whatever you have on field for cost, right? Widow Anchor basically accomplishes the same thing, but then you don't have to waste the Widow Anchor or an Ngag. So, yeah, I know I'm assuming you're trying to set up spells for engage and follow up for next turn, because they're only down like 3 cards, but still, you know what I mean? Like, if you have a card that basically does the same thing, but then only uses less resources, then probably use that instead. That's just my thinking. Ooh, that's a good card. This card's so annoying. I'm gonna search future trolls. Right. Activate that. I'm gonna do salvation. You can set up some stuff, right? There's summon Tank Magician, and now that's gonna banish them. They banish the Ray. Always. Also, for me personally, if you're gonna banish stuff, always banish back row. You don't know what that is, right? You know what Blue Ray does. That's not gonna do anything. They're gonna tribute Ray because it target, or it's going to target, right? Oh wait. Also, another pro tip: you never want to shotgun your Ray tribute effect unless you know it's gonna resolve. Not have Secret Village, which is annoying. And Monster Board. They're gonna summon the Ray. So see what I mean? Like, if you waited a little bit instead of shotgunning the Ray, then they'll be forced to either go into battle phase and bop it or something, or whatever, right? Maybe they use the Monster Reborn anyways, to reborn like your Rose or something they have in graveyard. I'm surprised they didn't even reborn their Tank Magician Girl, you know what I mean? So that's an option. We're going to Master Chaos. Probably the first time I've seen that summon. Oof. Popping off. You can feel it. They're gonna end the battle. Pop. I think this does like nothing. Basically. So now you're in a tough situation. Shrink. Wow, that's an option. That is an option. So it looks like this is probably it. They're just gonna start popping off, Myas, blah blah blah. What do you get out of this? Or do you just lose? Oh, they're just popping off, I guess, for some reason. Personally, for me, just go attack, right? There's no reason to waste your time. Forget key. I'll just kind of show off. Barricade block or max gold, sure. Why not? What a joke. Oh my god. What are they doing? Why, if you have Gam, just go for it. But oh, what the hell? That thing probably regretting everything now. Now you're engaged with life. Probably, unless they have Ash. I believe they don't. Well, now you just basically win. Drink? Sure, that's an option. Oop. Bowser Donald comes out, yeah. That's a stylish way to win. The other option too, you know, you could have wanted to Red Ray probably right at that guy's skill. That's probably Gam too. But yeah, congratulations, Deplorable. Please check your email, you haven't already. Wow, that was an awful match by the Dark Magician person. You have Gam, just go for it. I don't know, they're trying to just flex. So, anyways, yeah. So that's how you beat Secret Village. Either your opponent does something dumb or Nightmare Phoenix, and then eventually Azalea isn't out. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you guys. This is my outro song for free YouTube monies. Give me some likes and support me, please.